Yo, it's Elliot with Yo Elliot. You got strength questions, and I've got your answers.
Yo, Elliot.
Today we got a great question from Daniel who wants to know why his knees buckle in when he does heavy squats. Check him out. Alright Daniel, thanks for the video. Brother, here's the situation, man. Really good squats, you're really strong. The problem is that your stabilizers are weak in comparison to your prime movers. Basically that means your core and the deep stabilizer muscles of your hip are not as strong as your quads and your hamstrings and the big prime mover muscles in your squat. So what we've got to do is we've got to strengthen those smaller muscles like your gluteus medius and your deep abdominal wall. Namely, the gluteus medius, because what happens is when that muscle is weak, the femur has a tendency to medially rotate. The glute medius is an external rotator of the femur. So as they weaken or as you get stronger in relation to that particular muscle, when you squat, your knees start to buckle in. It's almost like you end up having like flat feet when you squat. And you know that that's not going to allow you to maximize your strength potential. So what we've got to do is work on strengthening that muscle and then integrating it into your heavy squats. Here's a cue that I use for my athletes and my clients when I'm teaching them how to squat properly while engaging the glute medius. This alone might help, but if it doesn't, I've got an exercise that you can do or a series of exercises that you can do that are going to help isolate that muscle before we integrate it back. So here's the cue. As you're squatting, think about showing off your crotch. So as you're lowering or coming up out of your squat, push your knees out like you're showing your crotch. I know it sounds weird and crude, but for some reason that's a cue that works. The minute I see my athlete with the knees buckling, I say, show your crotch, bang, he pushes those knees out and it helps. Another good cue is to roll out to the outsides of your feet. So as you're squatting, think about rolling to the outsides of your feet. Pushing your knees out, showing your crotch, or rolling off to the outsides of your feet. So you can do it from the ground up by not allowing your feet to collapse and pushing on the outside of your feet, or you can do it from the knees and core by showing your crotch off. Either one of those might help. One might be better than the other depending on your proclivity. Now, if that doesn't work right away, or if you find that you're having difficulty doing that, what we're going to do is we're going to add belt squats to your workout. That basically means you're going to grab a freaking belt, these are called belt squats, and you probably can't see me here, but you're going to wrap this around your knees, wrap around your legs right above your knees, so that when you have it there, it's almost like you've got to push out on your thighs in order to keep the belt from falling down. You want to make it such that the belt stays up there when you lock it in. Now what you're going to do is body weight only. I mean, you really don't have to use too much weight with this, maybe a light barbell. Keep the belt wrapped around your thighs and squat while, when I tell my clients, pushing out on the belt like you want to break it. Your ass is going to be so sore because you're really working on those external rotators of the femur while you're squatting. So try the integrated way first by cueing yourself, by showing your crotch while you squat. If that doesn't work, add the belt squats. Hope that helps, my man. Keep sending me your video questions, folks. Talk to you next time.
Yo, Elliot.